Welcome to our episode of Barman Saturdays, and this way I decided to take a look at The Secret Kingdom. And probably not the one you're thinking of, from 2023, but The Secret Kingdom from 1998 by Moonbeam Entertainment, which is a subsidiary of Full Moon Features, which is best known for its B-grade horror films such as Puppet Master, The Gingerbread Man, and Evil Bong. But Moonbeam Entertainment itself is probably best known for pre-hysteria. It's meant to be more kid-friendly content, which is what makes the Secret Kingdom sort of feel disjointed and weird. Besides the fact the plot has points that feel like they're picked up and then just forgotten about, such as, our main character running away from a guy trying to sell him a lightning rod, the opening bit of the film.
Lightning rod. Protects your house.
So?
Sell it to you cheap.
No thanks.
Your house needs protecting.
Yeah, I said no thanks.
You don't understand. I'm trying to help.
Are you crazy?
Which goes nowhere. Seriously, he just hangs around outside the kid's house because he follows him home, and then when they send the world underneath their sink back, he just walks into the distance and disappears with his lightning rod. Like, I honestly don't know what purpose he had in the film at all. He just sort of exists. It's just like we could cut everything about him and it wouldn't really change anything about the movie itself besides, cutting the runtime down. Which I'd be a fan of because I think this movie, has really long bits where it doesn't really do anything, just spins its wheels. At any rate, this film just makes me wonder why Dove Family approved it, to be honest, because the kids are mostly horrible to each other, like, the entire movie. Like, seriously, like they don't get along at all, to the point, you just don't like any of them. We have one girl who throws her youngest siblings, toys into the trash can because he ran off with her journal, not her diary, her journal for a little bit, and was reading out of it, so she was mad. But I'm just like, does that really warrant, trying to throw a bunch of his toys out? I don't know, I just expect more of an older sibling than throwing a fit like that. And, we have the other sibling who does nothing but sits by and watches and doesn't care, to the point he's like, if you drink poison, just do it quietly. No, he literally says that in the film.
Looks, bud, you want to get yourself killed by Callie? That's none of my business. You want to poison yourself with household products? It's also none of my business. But either way, do it quietly, huh? I'm trying to sleep, you're keeping me up.
So, yeah, like, you don't really like any of them, and then you have the little kid who's an annoying brat that can't really act, so you're just like, great. But what makes the film really feel odd is, this is a family film, but it features definite nightmare fuel from jump scares to more jump scares.
Excuse me, ma'am. Could you tell me where I am? Excuse me? Lady?
Because apparently the regent, in charge of the area is like, there is no outside world because they get sucked into a tiny kingdom underneath their sink. At least the older siblings do. And the regent, is crazy about perfecting people, and his idea of perfection is apparently elective surgery to remove body parts and stuff, reduce their size sometimes, to make them fit specific roles in society, like even being a hunting dog. So the film, has, stuff I expect more of a film like Hellraiser or something, Not a kid's movie. And then, we have some of the worst fighting I've seen in a movie in quite a while, with people constantly firing guns at each other, but no one ever seems to get hit. And we got, dodge rolls and stuff happening for no apparent reason. Just like, did that rolling really help you get inside the building faster? Or is it just, because it looks cool? Like in Galaxy Quest. Ugh. So, yeah, the film just feels very weird, which might be why some people like it, because you can watch and be like, what the duck is happening? Like, a lot. It's like, How this film was stitched together, I have no idea. I mean, it definitely takes some inspiration from, the Indian in the cupboard, which is why we have this glorious line, I suppose.
Strange child sits on ground like Indian chief.
But yeah, we basically have, rebels that are fighting the evil regent, who's perfecting people in ways that I'd say make them less perfect, if anything. And eventually, the kids, calling the big guns with their youngest sibling, chucking in a can of peaches to prove that, they can destroy all of Relkin, easily if they want to, after, spending time being dragged around the various places that feel like they just exist to pad out the runtime. I mean, I know it was meant to give the Regent more glorious screen time, best known for probably his voice acting roles for stuff like Metal Knight and One Punch Man, and some other anime series we can probably point to, but yeah. Definitely a weird movie. If you like it, more power to you, but I honestly thought the film was mostly boring. And add in the fact I just didn't like the characters, and it was hard for me to get, all that interested in anything that was happening. And I don't care if, the older siblings, like, talk about how much they love their youngest sibling, at the end of the film. Like, it just doesn't work for me. And then there's stuff they set up that just is disappointing, like the youngest sibling gets out tons of toy soldiers at one point. Talks about sending in the army to help his older siblings, and they're like, no, just chuck him a peach can. Like, seriously, he gets all these soldiers out and they play sound effects with them, and they don't do anything with them? Like, I thought they would have been sent into Relkin, or dropped off somewhere, to prove their power by having them summon giant soldiers or something, but no. Like, bring them to life, do something with them. Otherwise, it's just like a pointless waste of time to have these all set up. But, yeah, like, I definitely don't think I'm going to watch this film again, but for those that enjoy it, more power to you, but this definitely wasn't my cup of tea. Until next time, then. See ya.
Hello! Get me out of here! I hate peaches.